Hi, I'm Flava D. So my love for Hospital Records goes way back to early 2000s. It's a funny story actually. The first CD that I ever came across that was drum and bass orientated was I was waiting for the bus to go back home from school, and there was a charity shop, and you know, I was just like, had half an hour to kill. I went in and I saw like this mustard yellow CD cover, and it was like Hospital Mix 1. And I was just like, I didn't know it was drum and bass, didn't know about Hospital, and I was just like intrigued. And I was like, I'm just gonna grab it. It was like really cheap. Sorry, Hospital. Yeah, and I took it home, and then I just was like, what is this? It's amazing. Fell in love with it. And then I went back to that store, and they had Hospital Mix 2 and 3. Instantly got them, and then I think that is where my love for D&B began. So I had my first big D&B show. It would have been at Hospitality on the beach. I was quite nervous actually, because like it was my first D&B set in a D&B event. You know, like all the crowd there, they are like clued up, they know the sounds, and you know, it's going to be hard to impress them. So I was like really nervous about that, but I got good response, I think, and yeah, ever since then I think I've just been growing confidence with each set. And then I played Hospitality in the Park last summer, and I got told about half an hour before my set I was on the main stage. And I was just like, oh wow, okay, I was just not ready for it. And then yeah, and it was amazing. I think it was good for me to just be chucked in the deep end. And then like I always just worry before the gig, and then when I do it I'm like, this is like the best time of my life. So when I did the XOYO residency, when I had the hospital night, it was a huge lineup with a bunch of hospital artists, and that was a big night for me. That night was actually the first time club show wise that I'd done an actual 60-minute D&B set. So that was the first time I ever had like to, you know, really build my collection on what I wanted to play out live, and just not even that, just being on the lineup with a bunch of like D&B greats, which was quite intimidating for me, but also such a blessing to have that night even happen. It was a big learning curve for me as well, and just like little things like playing certain tunes that, like older tunes next to new tunes and the different mix downs and stuff, and what you have to observe, and like what kind of D&B works for the beginning of the night and complement the party, and you know, the DJs that are going to follow. And it was interesting, like the crowd is something that I hadn't experienced before. Like with D&B, I find it's very mixed in ages, and like the attention span was just, people were there to like feel the music more. It was just very different and very refreshing, and I felt quite free to just play like a liquid track. And it's crazy, certain liquid tracks would go off, and I would never have thought it would get that kind of reaction because of like my other sounds that I do. It's a different world. So I think I fell in love with like the thought of being like a D&B DJ almost like there and then. I think Spy was on the night, Logistics, Metric, and like just being able to kind of like peep over the booth and see like how they do what they do firsthand was like really educational for me. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to being part of the hospital family. There was nowhere else I'd really want to be, you know, in terms of like D&B world. I mean, it's hospital that got me into drum and bass. I was always in love with that liquid sound. So to be here and actually have like the attention of, you know, like the hospital lot is really a huge like privilege that I'm really grateful. And yeah, it all happened very organically. It's been really cool, and a great team, really, really lucky and happy to be here.